And apparently those things have already broken down again. You've got to be absolutely joking. Does that, like, happen on the regular, or...? Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Autonauts with me, Spacefish, and welcome to this beautiful little planet that we are colonizing. So, in the last episode, we finally got a good bunch of stuff done, finishing off the value chain here for the weed harvesting and actually getting a cook to the job that is now for us making all the meals that we need for our newly acquired level 2 colonists, which in turn actually means that we are getting a lot more research done than previously, nicely collecting all that beautiful colonist wealth. There's a lot more things to do though, to be honest. For a start, actually amping up the berries production, because as you can see, we're running rather low out here, and while the spiced berry storage is kind of going up, trending, we're probably looking to be getting some more colonists too. So we do need to get some more berries harvested out here, and I mean this field is quite massive, so that should be doable. And then we also need to look at rebuilding all these huts for our colonists, because somehow those got absolutely trashed at the end of the last episode. Not quite sure how that happens, but that needs to be fixed, and well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more tasks after that. But just quickly, before we get started, if you're all new and enjoying this episode, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. We've got a goal of 1k subscribers by the end of the year, and it's a long way to go until then, so every single one that joins the community will help a ton. Thank you very much for that, and let's get started right now. So, first things first, I think we actually have to do these huts, because honestly, we're not even researching anymore, because all these things are collapsed. I'm really not sure why this guy's not getting fed. Technically, he is within the area of operations of this guy here, and he is a hungry colonist, so I'm not quite sure why he is refusing to provide this guy any sort of food. I was thinking, just quickly maybe before we take care of this, maybe if we provided him a tad bit of food and he gets out of this red food status, maybe that gets this guy to feed him as well. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't look as though that's the case. So I'm really not sure why this particular one isn't getting any food when all the other ones are. If anyone knows, let me know down below. We'll go though, and holy but Jesus, that pile is insane. We're gonna go and grab some logs, probably from down here, just given that they're kind of all a bit outside the pickup radius, I think, of this spot, and even if they're within the pickup radius, quite frankly, this log storage is full, so he's not going to put it anywhere anyways, and can probably just get rid of that a bit. But honestly, this pile is quite insane, I'll have to say. The thing is, we'll probably eventually need some tree seeds anyways for when we start automating away a bit more at bot production as we had planned. So, you know, maybe eventually we'll take care of this pile a bit more. This guy now being happy and fed and having a hut again, and hopefully producing some more colonist wolf for us just in a second. Same for that one, and we'll take care of the last one as well. I honestly have to say, also considering to get some more colonists, to be honest, because, well, quite frankly, I mean, it feels as though the food that we give them lasts a lot longer, and I mean, it's really stockpiling up right there. So if we had some more colonists and a few more huts for them, we would also be getting a lot more colonist wolf, which in turn of course means even more research speed for us. So that would be quite nice, I have to say. I'm really considering that. This guy's still chilling, that's, I guess, because these all are fed, and for some reason he still likes to ignore that colonist. I'm absolutely not sure why that's the case. I suppose we can feed one manually for the time being. Really not liking that this one's getting ignored. Kind of a bit worried that that may happen to other ones in the future as well. But at least that's that taken care of. So, the next thing that we said we wanted to look at is actually the berry harvesting out here. And we did get a second bot going out here just a while ago to actually harvest this kind of stuff. So that's quite nice. We've got 2 tier 1 bots going out here to be collecting, but this stuff is still quite piling up, so I'm considering to just get a Mark II bot going as well for the collection, and then we can kind of maybe just revisit and see if we're doing Good for berry harvesting if we can get another berry harvesting bot. I mean, currently it's actually looking as though they're actually very nicely stripping all these berry bushes that we have, so maybe at that point we sort of get to the capacity of the farm. But let's go and actually get that underway. So as usual, grabbing a quick tree seed out here, plunking that there, and then we'll grab all the other materials. I'm really feeling, especially given all the amounts of bots that we're currently making, that I do very much want to automate bot production. I think that's probably also going to be one of our next topics, but we're probably not going to tackle it before we've got this very research done, because that should get us the Mark II bots, which are of course even more advanced than the current ones we have, and I think once we do get those, we're probably also only going to make those, so that's probably the one that we're going to be looking to automate and not the other ones, because why would I set up an automated production line for the Mark 1s and then in, like, I don't know, 2 minutes or whenever that research is done, I can redo everything. We're not really that far off that research anyways, so I think we will probably just go and wait till that is done. But just quickly, finishing off this very one then, I've still forgotten to check out the crude scooter. Maybe we should do that in a second. I think we'll probably just do a quick cut whenever we're done with this one, and then I'll quickly Google that before I forget about it again, and maybe we'll finally find out what this crude scooter is actually being used for. First things first though, we're going to record with this guy. We're going to go and probably click the wrong button, quite sure there. Yup. We're going to go and tell him to pick up berries. We're probably going to go and pick up 3 at a time. And we're also going to get cold in the background. I'm very sorry, I'm not going to be able to mute that unless we are able? No. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to mute that, so sorry for that one. We are going to try with 3 berries for now. I'm going to see if we can stash a 4th one in there. I'm quite confident that that's probably not possible. Yeah, 1 KB free. We're going to repeat that. We're going to have to, of course, adjust the areas of work here to, well, the farm size pretty much. I mean, we haven't really planted any berries up there. I'm not sure if we're ever going to. Maybe we're now a bit more likely, honestly, with the amounts of berries that we're using for the spiced berries that we're actually cooking, because I think it's like 4 for 1 unit of food. But then again, we're probably going to keep developing our food, and maybe in the future we're not even going to need those berries much at all, so we'll see about that. For now, we're going to keep things as is, and then if we do develop a need, we'll maybe do that. That said, was this always a hole? Did we just not plant anything there, or do berry bushes actually degrade over time? I'm not quite sure. Maybe something to actually keep looking at. But yeah, so that's the new berry gathering bot done then. He can move on his merry way, help us collect all those berries so that production keeps going. Actually, this seems to be stacking up some more. I'm not quite sure why that would be the case. Maybe what we did in the last episode is just starting to show some effect, but one way or another, that should then be this very nicely taken care of overall. So, with that one out of the way then, I think the first thing that we're going to do is actually go and build another 2 huts so that we can get a few more of those advanced colonists. We're going to leave some space here for the bots to move through. The robotics technology is researched, so for one, that gives us better upgrades, which is actually quite nice, because, you know, we can probably use those eventually, especially on the Mark 1s, to get them more up to speed. And then of course we get the Mark 2 bots, which is going to be very interesting. We do need some different workbenches for those, it seems, and we've got some bot storage. Okay, so we would even be able to automate production through that, I think, to even having some bots pre-produced, which is even better than what I thought we were going to do. I'm kind of looking forward to that, not going to lie. Okay, alright, so we are now upgrading this apparently, accidentally. That's great. We need panels and square frames, which I'm not quite sure where we get those from, so that's going to be something to find out, but I want to finish off these things first. So I'm just going to start carrying the logs over myself. There's nothing really new about that. I'm quickly going to take care of that, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright everybody, so back we are, and as you can see, we're just now carrying the final log for the final hunt. And in the meanwhile, I've even managed to finally research a crude scooter, so we will be getting to that in just a second as well. But first things first, I'll just manually quickly take care of getting some new colonists going out here for us, so that we can have a few more to feed, and hopefully also proceed with that research a bit quicker. And apparently those things have already broken down again. You've got to be absolutely joking. Does that, like, happen on the regular, or... when does that happen? That is so annoying. Apparently those have like a usage time or something to them. Maybe we will have to automate that part, because honestly that is quite the hassle to do on your own, I would argue. Quite big of a hassle as well. Well, we've got a new colonist there that is being hungry, and he's absolutely... maybe we've got to... really? Are you serious? Why was he on pause? I think that may have been kind of because I was upgrading him or something. I'm not sure. Well, he's feeding the new one for a start, so that's good. He's feeding the other ones as well with the broke. Okay, he's feeding that one too, so that's good. Not quite sure now with the broken down huts though. I guess that keeps happening. Maybe it's... no, I guess it just keeps happening. So we'll have to see about that. I have seen that there is, I think, upgrades in the future, like better kind of places of living, which I guess break down less or something. But we'll need some sort of bot to take care of this, because this is way too much for us to do on our own, especially with all the logs like going back and forth all the time. It's going to be super annoying. I mean, I literally just repaired that 2 seconds ago, so... yeah. But anyways, we do have to select what we're going to be researching next, first and foremost. I do actually quickly have to check, I think, here for the parts, because I'm thinking or considering or, well, contemplating if maybe I do not even have all of the parts that we need for these bots. So let's quickly look through this. We don't really need the bucket liquid particulate blah. Oh, this is all taken care of. Fire, you know, still an interesting one that I don't know what I need it for. Plant breeding technology looks quite cool. Construction technology maybe later. Farming technology, quite cool. Livestock farming. I mean, do we... livestock farming is quite interesting, because I mean, we've already seen cows and stuff, but I mean, what does better livestock farming? We don't even have basic livestock farming. Here is the construction technology. You can see this frame thingy that we've already seen, and we cannot make that yet. So we'll have to research construction technology before we can even go for the Mark II bots, and that also has this panel stuff. So construction technology is the next thing on the list. Then we will require 1 plank for that. And there's going to be even more stuff for us to automate than that one, I suppose. So let's go put that plank there so we can start researching, and then that is going to get going. Now, speaking of the scooter, I finally found out how to make this work. And of course, just like any other bot, we have upgrade slots down here. And literally the only thing we have to do is this. And now we go and zoom about the place. I think it kind of improves inertia. So like, the speed at which you get up to speed, I'm not sure, like, at least that's what the wiki said. It didn't say anything about me in general moving faster, but one way or another I hope this should help us a tad bit at least moving around the map, because we've been doing so quite crazily as of late, and hopefully there's going to be even better upgrades for us in the future. Would very much hope so, most certainly. That's out of the way though. Let's go right back to bot construction, because we... oh no. Okay, we can cancel the upgrade, that's good. Because we will really have to get some bot to do this for us. Otherwise, I'm gonna go absolutely insane. I don't really quite feel like going insane today, so, you know, let's take care of that. We'll go and, no, we don't need a tree seed. We'll grab a log. I'm kind of interested to see, to be honest, if we're going to be faster carrying a log than we were previously. It does not quite look like it. I love, though, that you do see the actual scooter. That's quite cool. But, we'll go and carry some other things, throw that all together, start making that bot. And, well, hopefully he's going to be a bit quicker at it than we are going to be. I mean, in general, the bots do move quite fast. Also, I don't know if they move fast in comparison to us, to be honest. But, you know, like the Mark IIs or Mark 1s, I suppose, because the other ones, the basic ones, are quite decent overall. So, should work. And if we don't have too crazy of a break frequency up there, which let's hope we don't, because otherwise that's going to be absolutely mad. But let's hope we don't, then that should be quite fine. We're needing a plank, not a pole, so that's the wrong thing to grab, but we can grab a tree seed. And we're going to go grab a plank from here, so he actually gets to producing some more for the pole guy out there. And then we'll have a head. We'll finish that off. And there is another Mark 1 bot. So, buddy, you will be going with me. We're going to, first things first, pick up a log. I guess he can also only pick up one. I mean, I can pick up more than one, so I wouldn't be able to show him anyway. So, I suppose that makes sense. We're going to find the nearest crude hut, move to crude hut, add to crude hut. Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one. I hope he's not going to try adding it to an intact one, because otherwise this is absolutely not going to work. There is apparently no, like, destroyed factor to it, so that could end up being an issue. We'll see about that, I suppose, and then we'll go and repeat that forever. Not quite convinced, to be honest, that this will work properly. Let's just quickly recharge this guy. You're done, buddy. Let's hope. I think we'll kind of observe him for a quick second, because technically he's supposed to find the nearest crude hut. Now, this one is repaired, so I'm wondering if he's going to try with that one again, or if he's going to be kind of intelligent enough to realize that he cannot add anything to that crude hut, and he's going to try the next one. I really hope. Okay, it does work. Okay, good. Beautiful. So that one's automated. I think that's honestly a huge weight off our shoulders. Very, very nice indeed that we've got that done. And these guys should all be happy again in just a second, and then be generating some nice research for us. They're all getting fed very beautifully indeed, and we've got a lot of berries, or, well, spiced berries up here chilling. And, yeah. Things are looking quite good, quite happy with it. I do have to say, we're running a bit low on berry bushes, so I think we're going to at least finish off this row here real quick on our own and plant some more berries in these berry holes, just to kind of make sure that we've got enough berry bushes that supply us with berries. I mean, I don't think we'll need more, because, well, we don't have the amounts of bots for more, but it's going to be a bit of a question, right? How much we will have to amp up research, and of course the new sorts of foods, and I mean there's going to be different kinds that we can go and breed. So I don't think we're going to expand it any more than this for now. It looks quite fine in terms of the food we're generating for the amount of colonists we have, and then we'll kind of just move from there and see just how well it is going to go for us. We're most certainly researching away nicely. It's going to take a while for that construction technology, and thus for those Mark II bots, so we're going to have to delay that part of our effort a bit, I suppose, but hopefully that's going to work fine. Speaking of delaying that part of the effort, though, maybe we should get another 2 colonists just to amp things up a bit more? Because, I mean, if I'm looking kind of at this and reflecting and seeing what we are wanting to do, and I don't really have anything else in the back of my mind other than kind of advancing the research, so we've got some new tasks to take care of, because I mean, new Mark II bots aren't really possible before this is done, and even like colonists and anything else, like, we don't really have anything else to take care of currently, basically. So I think we're gonna go and probably build a few more huts. Now the interesting part is actually going to be, does this count as crude hut to our log bot? I think he's just chilling down there, isn't he? Yeah, no, unfortunately it doesn't count, so we'll still have to construct things on our own, I suppose. But at least he's going to fix them for us. So we'll go and do that on our own. Really kind of interested to see how quickly these things get destroyed. Oh, I guess you can see it right here. Okay, so there's this bar, as you can see. And I guess once that bar nears 0, it's just going to break. So these things, like that thing, should be just breaking any minute now. So maybe we can keep an eye on that, and we're going to see if it does break. And in general, if the bot also works after, you know, not having found a crude hut, it should, hopefully, in theory, work just fine, but, well, may as well see. What we could maybe enter into its programming is just a coordinate to move to before he actually searches for a crude hut, so that if and when a hut breaks, he doesn't take that long just to move there. Maybe a worthwhile addition, because, I mean, that's quite the distance he does have to cover overall. But yeah, I think overall, like, getting another colonist or two is probably not the worst choice in the world, while this guy is not... Actually, he's maybe we need to get him upgrade so he actually can take care of this at a good enough speed. When we get another 2 colonists, he is nicely repairing away for starts, that's good. But I think he's maybe already a bit too slow, to be honest, in terms of, like, compared to how quick the wolf drops. So we could just make him a quick speed upgrade, maybe, to try and fix that a bit for him. Or we upgrade his brain so he can collect more, but I think speed is probably going to do better for him. But yeah, so anyways, the huts are made, which means we can already look at getting these colonists underway again. I'm gonna go and grab some more berries up from up there, which is, by the way, maybe also for something for us to automate, or maybe we should just move that incubator and the colonist seed dispenser all the way up to the berry field, just so we don't have to move that much every time in order to get these guys ready. Now, I do have to say, though, I feel like the scooter is not just improving our inertia, but also actually making us faster. And I mean, that's kind of, you know, just a feeling. Can't really, like, tell, but I don't know. Maybe let me know your feelings about that in the comments. I feel that it's a bit better, to be fair. But we're going to go and work on that second colonist now then. I'm actually just going to grab, like, another 4 berries and leave the excess ones down there for now, so that, you know, next time we're hopefully a bit faster at making these colonists. And then we're gonna see. I think the feeding speed overall should suffice quite nicely, because honestly it feels like the food, well, in their tummies, if that makes sense, is degrading at a lot slower of a level, so that, you know, they don't need to be fed that much. I think we could easily get another 4 colonists like that. But what we will now need to do, quite surely, is actually upgrade this guy's speed. Now that we have even more. We're going to do it just as a safety measure, you know, we'll see if we do actually need it, but we're going to do it. Gonna have to go with a crude bot speed upgrade, of course, because we don't have the new table yet, which we need the construction technology for. We did need gears, right? Yeah, we did need gears. So we're going to make some gears, for which we need some planks, which we're going to grab from here, so he makes some more planks for the pole bot, of course. And, well, then we're going to be hopping on top of here a bit. Also something maybe to consider, you know, all these gears and everything else in between, maybe we'll need that more in the future. Not too sure about the crude ones, but, you know, I think there's a lot of parts that we could still consider to automate in general, so should probably look into that a bit more once we actually go to the newly researched stuff after we actually are able to upgrade this table. But yeah, so here's the bot speed upgrade then, and I'm gonna be having to grab this guy real quick. We will trade with him and we'll click, give him the speed upgrade. I think that just, yeah, look at that. That increased the size of his, like, roller thingies down there. So that's quite cool. Actually, also gave him a little something out there. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. But yeah, so he's now faster, in theory, which hopefully is going to manifest in the speed at which he works. He's also now, oh, God, no. He's now got an extra thingy. I'm gonna need to grab the woof off him, because otherwise he's always gonna have an extra unused woof on his hands, and we don't want that. So that way he'll now collect that. Holy moly, there's a lot of woof now. I mean, we did pause him for a quick second in his defense, so hopefully, you know, hopefully he's still gonna be able to catch up with that. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna need a Mark II. What do you guys think? I'm not sure. This is also stacking up faster than that guy can actually put the stuff in, because, well, the research thingy also always takes a few minutes till it actually digests the colonist woof, so maybe we should leave it at this for now, and then we'll kind of just see how things develop. 4-1 though, the repairing is going very nicely, the feeding's going very nicely. We're going down quite a fair bit on the spice berries now, so I think we should not get any more colonists. But honestly, I mean, we did have to just initial feed these guys. Now I guess it's going to be a bit less of the frequency needed from our feeding bot. But one way or another, I think we're at a decent spot now. Research is going along very nicely, already nearly halfway there for construction technology. We're going to hopefully look towards finishing that a bit more in the next episode then. And, well, we'll also look at maybe upgrading these bots. We'll see. I think this guy's now coping quite well. Just a bit worried about this guy now, so maybe he'll need an upgrade, or we'll need a second research station, just because this thing takes so long to digest the research. We'll see. One way or another, let's finish it off here for today. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out a ton with the algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all those future upcoming episodes and help me out on that 1K subscriber goal, of course. But with that all out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.